Do you need a lawyer to file an LLC? Should it cost more than $1,000? And what's the average cost? There's a lot of variables that go into that. First of all, in most cases for a small business, you do not need a lawyer to file an LLC. In reality, what happens is if you hire a lawyer, they're not a registered agent. I mean, they might be a registered agent in their home state where they have a legal practice, but that would be it. Let's say you have a lawyer in Ohio and you want to register a business for investment property and you want that business to be registered in Wyoming, for example. You have a virtual business or you want to do a Delaware LLC. They're not going to be a registered agent in that other state. So what they're going to do anyway is they're going to turn around and hire somebody like us at businessanywhere.io to actually do the work for you. And all they do is jack the price up and we do the work anyway. A quick example or an interesting anecdote I have to that is we had a client last year who came to us to register a couple of LLCs. She was very interested in privacy and we are adamant about privacy. We do not disclose your personal information in public record unless it's a legal requirement with the Secretary of State. And so she went to a lawyer who theoretically specialized in privacy and business structures and hired them, and she paid them about $2,000 per LLC, and she registered 2 LLCs. She came to me through our consulting business and she felt like something was amiss, something wasn't quite right, and so she wanted me to analyze her business situation and her structure to take a look at it, see what was going on. And so in about 2 minutes, I found out that the lawyer that she hired used another online resource to register her company. And basically, the lawyer charged $2,000 to do the service. He used the basic service of this other provider. Her name was listed in public record with the Secretary of State as member and manager, and they used her home address. They didn't even use the registered agent address for the business address. She was fully exposed, and her whole intent of hiring the lawyer was for privacy. And all he did was turn around and hire a low-end service provider and went with the basic package, which with them probably cost, I don't know, a couple $100, and then he charged $2,000. And that's normally what happens when you hire a lawyer. Now, that doesn't mean there's never a case to hire a lawyer when registering your company. For example, let's say you are starting a venture-funded startup and you've got $3 million in investors from the beginning, and the investors need very specific language in the corporate bylaws and shareholder agreements and stuff like that. In that case, you might still hire somebody like us to do the company formation and serve as your registered agent, but then you might want to hire your business attorney to draft your bylaws and your, shareholder agreements and that sort of thing. And so in those cases, you might want to do it because, you've got shareholders that have invested millions of dollars and have specific requirements in the formation of the company to protect them. But in most cases, there's no need to hire a lawyer. All they're going to do is upcharge you and use an online service to do it anyway.